Hey everybody, Mobile Raider here again. I mean, there's also this right now. Just funny. Oh, they showed the footage. That's a neat, I guess. Huh. Can't do anything here? Oh, he plays music. Okay, very cool. Yeah, and, well, I'm currently dying. No, that's not true. Anyways, we got the season 28 patch notes. This fella has been a minute, you know. Never got the rest of those night reworks. There's been like four of the things promised. I don't know if you finished last season's patch notes. I'll look at it. There's also that restriction revamp. Yeah, well, the Pandemonium rework, the Rebels rework. So, we probably got. Yeah, I think we got all of this. We got that. We got that. We got that. Okay, we did. We did. Hey, hold it. Oh, let's get back on topic. I want another 45-minute video. Hey, everybody. While the Pandemonium Patrol is still coming together, a new legendary knight. Interesting. Hmm. I'll say, join the ranks of the valorous warriors of Avaloni. And with him running a large amount of reworks to his peers, his knights become a more flexible team with different synergies for their offensive and defensive uses. I mean, as I think I said in the last video, with Black Knight Sam, if they add another knight, that's 8 knights. So, kind of the future predictor guy. Psychic, yeah. Um, but they're saying legendary for a team that already has a legendary, which always makes it a little suspicious that it's going to be a 3,000 piece tune. So, like, you know, if there's like a real support for knights, unless they give Tweety the True a real work. Um, yeah, thanks for locking the team behind the 3,000 piece tune to be even remotely usable. Okay. Yes. We're also late to announce that in recent updates we've tweaked the number of alliance check-ins required to reach the maximum rewards down to 27 from 30, so that smaller alliances don't feel as pressured to have every member available for daily logins. Yep. Uh, I felt like they did say that before, but maybe it was just on Discord. But like, late to announce, oops, these patch notes are the only things that come out on time each season. Sometimes that doesn't even change. The Gangster and Toon Squad stat buffs kind of like a day before. I'm pretty sure they're only stat buff for that one event. Well, like, still crazy. Okay. As said in last season's patch notes, also revisited bullfighters, but the damage over time changed. Although we went a bit deeper, it didn't really feel like they needed that much in order to keep competing. I mean, their stats are pretty good. Still, actually, a point that I realized with like fighting in battles, point I realized, Torador is speedy. Like, it's kind of annoying in a vacuum, just popping a silence off at the start of battle, but if the new sheepdog can stun an opposing member of the enemy team passively each turn, I feel like, you know, you can at least get, like, every turn silence. Because it's like on the same specific member. I mean, it's not, but it's the same condition of guy with most attack. Screw it. It's a passive control tool. And since we're on the topic of damage over time teams, the villains are also receiving an additional propping up to try and catch up with those pesky super tunes. That's fair. As someone with full tune of 45 villains, they still kind of blow. But their stats are nice. They do things, but they're not like cohesive. You know what I mean? It's really just the revive passive. Like, it's way more integrated into the team than it was before. The one passive on Granny and the one passive on Hopper. And they just don't do it. Like, it's all RNG. Why? It always will happen at least once for the enemy. It will never happen at least once for you. That's how this game works, you know? Enemy, like, your defense, Tweety, taunt always goes right back up as soon as the team member dies. Meanwhile, enemy monster Tweety has 100% taunt removal chance by himself. Strange. And, enough topic, I'm gonna be here all day of this work. Great. Finally, coming late in the season in preparation for his new teammates in his own birthday, OG Taz will get in a rework. Finally, well deserved, well deserved. And She-Devil will be there as well. These two will be joining some newcomers to form the Tazmaniacs. Okay. It's a Taz-themed team. You can check out all these changes below, but as always, they may not be vital. Okay, there's the Tazmaniacs. The deepest Tasmanian jungles and hidden isles, the Tazmaniacs will arrive this season and aim to be truly wild and chaotic. As a unit, they all share team-wide buffs as each member gets damaged. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. As well as being fully capable of benefit from their leaders' classic synergy with each other, enabling them to fight both dodge and counter teams unhindered. Nice, nice. I like to see that. Okay, I don't know I started the night reworks, but it's fine. Okay, so there's their theme skill. The begin battle is sturdy, well they have sturdy at max health. Okay. I think sturdy makes sense for a Taz-based team, because that's, there's the... There's like the... health lowering mood to them, where like, the lower they are, the stronger they get. So like having a little, bubble of being able to knock down some health. Okay. I'll say minus stack races, but actually a pretty decent jump. I mean, it's got like 4 more defense, but Okay. This taunt has this cooldown reduced to 2. This was a 3 cooldown move. You only got taunt for 2. Devs. Okay. Taunt and defense. Sealing all defensive for each enemy, and then inflicting random attack down and a damage over time on the enemy team. I mean, what's his name? I'll say Black Knight Sam has damage over time. I hope the entire team doesn't get damage over time because Black Knight Sam has it. That'd be ridiculous, especially when half the team's a crit team. I think he had crit stuff on him. I'll be honest, I don't remember. It's not like I'm using Black Knight Sam independently. Okay. Yeah. Attack down, damage over time. I feel like these skills are usually a little bugged, but that's just me up to 20. Okay. Complete rerank of this skill. At the start of each of these tunes' turns, gain 4 defense up, and unless incapacitated, grant all team members with 5 or less defense up 2 defense up for 3 turns. So I guess the 4 defense, that's probably a 1 turn 4 defense up. Oh, inconclusive. Okay. Ooh, 1 cooldown. So we'll be able to stall you for the rest of your life. Like, it steals with this. He gets 4 at the start of his turn. It's not even like a capped list. It's not even like capped to 10 or something. This could move 100% turn meter. So, well, in arena, okay. Extra arena skill and better starting passive doo doo. Doohickey. Doo doo. I don't remember what this one is. I guess I'll just have to find out in game. I mean, I don't know, he has 7 front face levels, but I guess they didn't want to give him a new skill. Alright. Theme passive. I believe they already had theme passive, but this is a different theme passive? Actually, excellent way to check. I suppose they didn't. It felt like they did, but maybe I'm crazy. But okay, this seems like a different theme skill. So I swear if you're in game, you can look at it and it's there. Alright, so defense up for 3 turns, start him out, nice. Up to once per each of their own turns. Oh, so there. When they are healed, they gain defense up. Okay, it's part of the Marvelous. Yeah, get defensive the rest of the time. While in Alliance Wars, get your team crit damage instead. Okay. Well, that's the passive pew pew one. Yeah, that's the passive pew pew one. If his tune lands a critical hit, it's a random enemy for 60% damage, and all team members get defense up. Alright, nice little boost to that. Okay, crit chance for each defense up. And for each crit chance up, this tune has grant all 9 team members attack up. That's actually damage reduction on this. Well, you also got a cooldown reduction. Which they probably needed. Damage reduction here, which they didn't point out for some reason. It's the same. Well, okay, and then in Arena, it does crit defense down. Neato. Let's see. Turn meter does damage over time in Arena. Ooh, so it has life steal. Interesting. Yeah, it's a little whatever. I mean, it also does less damage now, but he's presumably getting a big attack for that. Okay. So yeah, a little bit of the sauce. Now there's a whole thing stapled to it. It's a Squire Sylvester Jr., so that's the new tune. As an ally, this tune has plus 20% speed as well. While in Alliance Wars and this tune remains in battle, all Knight team members 15% piercing. Okay. Isn't Bugs the Brave on the Alliance War skill? I feel like if you're using this with a new legendary, I'm assuming they wouldn't do what they did for like Imperials or Lunar, where they have anti-synergy. Like surely. Not that it stops people using Queen Lola, because Conqueror's a little stinky. But still, unless Squire's also gonna have one, but I swear there's tunes here that had arena skills. Yeah, this isn't arena. This isn't the same tune with the Alliance Force skills. I'm so confused, unless you're supposed to be able to mix and match. I guess you are. I suppose I prefer it this way, really. It's not like, no, you will only use this at an arena and you only use this at Alliance War. Welcome to 1984. Welcome to 1984. Alright, here's Bugs the Brave. Alright. 2 turns defense up. Nice. Heals the whole team. Still referred to as heal power for some reason. Like, I've always been of this opinion that this move, and maybe even by extension the entire team, should have, at very least this move, should have defense-based healing. I mean, the Knights. I think it'd be fun. Defense-based healing. I don't know if that functions like that. I guess heal's always gone off attack, but I'm sure you just program it to read a different stat. Yeah, it's just me. This tune has 18% defense for each ally on the battlefield, 10% attack for each knight ally. Wait, no. Does tune not have one before? I thought they gave him one with 3 work. Okay, well, maybe I'm just crazy. All alliance wars, 19 members, 10% stats. So tune Tune remains in battle. Enemies have minus 20%, well, 5% speed, 5% recovery for each knight team area. Okay. So 20% minus 20 speed and 20% recovery. Decent skill. Alright, some extra attack. He has more max health when he loses damage immunities. It's probably extra annoying. Is this different? Yeah, this tune does not have taunt, and Squire Sylvester Jr. is not an ally. So again, the anti-synergy. Grant all knight team members defense up for 2 turns. The defense doubling doesn't really turn off, it's just interesting. Alright, speed down lines. What is this again? Elmer the Sure. Ooh, okay, this damage is buffed. Nice. Okay. I always feel like it did nothing. The rest of them is unchanged. Cause actually it's pretty good. Oh, he got way faster. Yeah, I kind of forgot he was molasses slow. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, extra speed on Tweety as well. 30% defense. Start of its turns. Grant knight team members 3 defense up. Or defense up for 3 turns, so they switched it around. Right, and then I cut this out. Oh, wait, oh, hey guys, now we could do defense-based healing. I want to give that to the other guy, though. Well, actually, against attack, it's probably fine, I'm just saying. Took them long enough to get around to a fun idea for this team. But hey, Tweety actually gets the heal now. You don't need Squire. I mean, maybe Squire is not a support, but you just add an attacker to the team. You have a secondary taunt defender that's doing absolutely nothing. Why not make another support? Actually, square up the team. Something what people are gonna do with A team, B team, but honestly, B team for this is probably fine. So, okay, heal for defense. So I actually get to play the game. Okay, so it's to all attacker allies now, which is nice. Because I mean, oh, wait, yeah, I forgot the way it worked before. It targeted the team member with the highest attack. So now it goes to people who actually want it, because occasionally, if your team sucked or was built weirdly, it would target, like, Tweety himself, or Bugs the Brave. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want the attackers to go more. I suppose Tweety taking turns nice now, since he heals the start of his turn. But still. That makes this a little factor. The defensive healing is nice. She Devil. OG, I mean, pretty sure the original Tasmanian She-Devil is the only tune with the name Tasmanian She-Devil. But we don't have to worry about that. Alright, so not rural anymore. I mean, rural is a bit of a strange choice for the Taz. Well, no, hold on. She was rural and regular Taz is a hunter. I don't know. They make sense. Okay, this does more damage. She didn't gain. I guess she didn't gain defense up before. I mean, this is like ancient tune. This is a tune from like 2019 when they first released the Tasmania region. So, woof. Alright, well, this tune remains in battle. The more injured a Tasmania team member is, the more defensive they have. The more defense they have, up to additional 100%. Alright, nice. You like to see it. You like to see it. Okay, this move's a little better. Get some tack up, tack down. Tune's attack, not taunting. Alright, incapacitated claws here. I feel like they're not highlighting the changes. Inflicts attack down on Alliance Wars, does defense down as well. As Tune's attack and any allied Taz Tune's attacks are undodgeable. I thought you said the team used the passive to not involve counterattacks. Unless we're playing the Snow Bunny game, and I'm trying to think who would even be on this team. Taz related? I kinda doubt we're gonna get someone from the Tasmania show. Because that's like external licensing. I think it'd be cool, but I don't think the game gives the budget like that. So I don't know. Trying to ponder. I don't know, there's probably some bugs. I mean, 90% of the Taz shorts have him in it. And there's one with Daffy, but I'm just mad at some bugs this guy's from their shorts. I don't know. Alright, so who knows? It's interesting. They said that. I said that. They said that up there. Being full and capable would benefit from their leaders' classic synergy with each other. So I guess they're just gonna have the Taz tag. They like inherit it. Are those tune attacks and enemy dodge chance up, sure dodge, gain 3 random stat. Okay, and the theme skill we already read. Theme hunters, swap friendship with rural Tasmaniacs, added Tasmaniacs. Alright, they're getting big money stat increases. Loads of health, loads of defense, solid attack increases. Yeah, dude, Boomerang is zooming now, I think. Not fast. 180. I guess this is 183 base speed. I don't understand numbers in this game. Okay, yeah, this is stat up, stat down now. How old is it? Oh, yeah, so they don't highlight it for her, but they highlight it for him. Probably they're not paying any attention here. Okay, this is a warm up. It's makes sense. It's business as usual. 90% AoEs is the warm up. But it scrambles a special stat. I mean, you lose the ability to like scramble the enemy taunt, which is always funny. But it was a bit RG with like 5% max buff thing. I don't know. The skills phrase weirdly. Yeah, all special stats make sense. Up to 3, yeah. Oh, yeah, the 3x there. They made strange decisions back in the early days. How words in this. The 3 times reaches Tune's turns. When an enemy gains a buff, reduce the cooldown of all abilities on this tune by 1 and gain attack out. They did not mention his cooldowns being increased or decreased anyway, so. See, the other thing I remember about Taz, most of his moves had like 7 turns of cooldown. Yeah, okay. Three remains battle more injured Taz meaning attack and speed. Does make you wonder what the rest of the team does, considering attack, speed, and defense are already covered. They're not going to gain more health as they get damaged, because that just doesn't make sense. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it feels counterintuitive. So I guess I'm going to have to go with, like, one of the substats. Recovery, maybe? I could say the support, giving them extra recovery when they're injured. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Alright, deal 20. Alright, so this move does less damage. It removes taunt, so it's not stealing taunt like this move used to before. I feel like he wouldn't have. I mean, not that I use Taz like a ton. It's been pretty awful for a while now. I feel like I've not struggled with Taz stealing taunt in the way I struggled with Ronin Canasta stealing taunt. He did that literally every time he used the move. Didn't matter if you're using it on like Lunar Toro with like 15 attack ups. He was stealing the taunt. Yeah, that was always fun. Alright. I mean, stealing stat ups or special stat ups anyways, so. Kind of the. Well, taunt removal is just nice to have. Alright, Alliance War skill. Nice. Yeah, so largely the same. I guess this can work in either direction. Like, in one way is what am I trying to say? Right, I was gonna say, oh, now they have to have both tags, but again, it also applies to Taz, so presumably Taz tag yourself and get the effects. I'm not sure how this is gonna work unless they just slap undodgeable, uncounterable on the team itself. But said it get based off the classic synergy, and to be fair, it is classic synergy. I remember people in War using Taz to beat artists. It was funny. Or like when the aristocrats were running rampant. It was like some Taz style combo thing. With like the two Taz's, Sea Devil, and some other fourth tone. I don't remember. It was interesting. It was an interesting team. Because, admittedly, and this is actually kind of the nice part of this, I believe this works on any tune that is the Tasmanian She-Devil, and any tune that is a Taz. That's the reason that synergy worked, because Sea-Devil is also ignoring the counter. So yeah, kind of nice that works. Wouldn't be surprised if they cut that out, because people report it as a bug, but, well, enough people would know. They're still playing. Yeah, it's sort of the same opposing thing. Attacks an enemy with counter chance, gain some extra stat ups. Oh, this is this is a leadership skill. Taz didn't have one before. Right. That's funny. Yeah, he's emotionally. Alright, less incapacitated. No Tasmaniac team member loses 30. Which, from the looks of it, has only come from the theme passive right now. I guess it doesn't really fit on the other two. I'm sure bugs will have it. Deal 10% max health damage to all enemies and grant all team members 20% turn. Alright, neat little skill. Obviously, at least gonna trigger 4 times unless you target Taz first. Which is funny. Yeah, he didn't have a leadership skill. I mean, it's a Arena Season 2 tune. None of those teams had leadership skills. That was like a... Did Raider Lola come out before Bugs the Brave, or was Bugs the Brave first? Both had legendary skills. Or leadership skills, I should say. Yeah, it's not in the comments, man. No. And balance changes bullfighters, so I'm doing animated rework with bullfighters. We'll give them stat updates as well as the theme passive. There's a little bit of polish to respect the regular damage output to come back up by both increasing their direct damage and the amount of damage over time inflicted by both active and passive effects. Okay. So yeah, this is longer. Just nice. It's a bit of a weird one turn damage over time. And this is better damage over time, more of it for longer. Oh, and here's what themes are. Bullfighter tunes extra 10% dodge chance for each. Some of passive dodge chance. So this is nice, actually. Whenever they perform a dodge, they inflict the attacking enemy with damage over time. Nice, simple, clean, makes sense. Don't even think Toro gives an A, so what's up with that? Well, these are actually pretty major stat buffs. I didn't even notice. Yeah, that's a pretty sizable health increase, decent attack. I was just staring at him, I was like, oh wait a minute, that's like tons of attack. Like 60 attack. Okay, 2 damage over time here. Skill's gotten a warm up. Thank you. Teamwork dodges, just a cooldown. The attacking enemy, 2 damage over time for 2 turns. Okay, so that's 3 damage over time. This one's 2 damage over time. It's the same. OG Toro. 2 points of speed. Alright, awesome. I forgot he works this way. I hate OG Toro. Man, he's so incongruent with the rest of the team. I thought it was fine. I was like, yeah, here's just this tune and this tune only. It has crit-based skills on my damage over time dodge team. I don't even think he gains dodge chance. Gonna be wrong. Like, I get it. He's a massive bull. He's pretty hard to miss, but still, like, you put him on the team. You basically made this team to put OG Toro on it. You know, what's up with that? This does 2 damage over time. I don't get this team. And to be honest, they probably might need more sauce. Okay. Yeah. Stat buffs to Flamenco again, so she's on curve for like the 3rd time. This is funny. Okay. For the villains, we're aiming to make some of the skills shine again, which turned out a bit too weak since we were initially a bit too shy in testing. The major thing you'll notice is a change of their theme passive, and to allow for that, Evil Granny's passes. Oh, is the theme skill gonna be like an actual skill now rather than 25% dodge chance, revive chance? It was like a 0% revive chance, but with Evil Granny was like a 2% revive chance. Good lord. The changes see that the passive revive the villains have back as a passive effect by Evil Granny, while their new leadership skill and Reworks theme passive should make it much easier to stack damage over time against any debuff resistance. Alright, so they hopefully shouldn't die in the first place. 3 turns damage over time, which is nice. Yeah, while this remains in battle, there's a 50% chance for villain allies to be revived at 50% max health at the end of the turn whenever they are defeated. Cool, alright. Back to, I mean, this is neato, but I felt like I didn't do much. Ah, here you go. No, this is actually strict buff. Yeah, I didn't even notice. I felt like I probably commented on how this goes awful. While on arenas, 2 is plus 10% stats. While this turn remains a battle on offense. One team members have a 12.5% counter chance for each damage over time of the enemy team until the end of their second turn. So it lasts longer and it's significantly more. Getting at least 75 of this should take like 5. Pretty sure. Alright, complete rework. This is in less silence clause. This team is so strange. Yeah, while student remains in battle, for each villain team member's enemies have minus 12.5% debuff resistance. So clean. So while each team member's alive, minus 50% debuff resistance. So bada bing bada boom. Okay. So clear villain students plus 20% tenacity, and while they remain in battle, grant villain allies plus 10% tenacity. Cool. So I guess collectively 50% tenacity, and when Evil Granny's around, minus 50% debuff resistance. That's like a 100% collective difference. Just never be missing DOT again. Alright, extra skill threshold on Nova. Damage. Yeah, this skill gets damage over time again. As I think it did. Nothing changed on Rapscallion, nothing changed on Sorceress. Okay. So you did announce that. I know you did. Why did you say that you didn't? As a reminder, I didn't read the war restrictions, but this is already kind of a long video. So this is the Mobile Rager. I'm signing off. That's all, folks.